Hey everybody, I just wanted to come on here and just share something with you. Yesterday was such a beautiful day for me. I spent most of the day in like the spiritual world, just full embracing the moon in Cancer, fully embracing my astrology and what 2025 feels like for me and what 2025 is bringing me. And so many new gifts and so many different ways of being and discovering and transparency. And I'm on such a high, right? I mean, I'm on such a high because the connection I've created and built with my guides and myself, my coaching career, all of it is just really circling to, it is circulating to really truly finding out like what it is that got me here, right? What it is that has got me on such a high. And one, I can just absolutely say the work works, right? I mean, for what now? For over 8 years, I have really began to dive deep into the understanding of me and the understanding of what it all looks like, as well as the clarity of how to arrive in the moments where there's like deep, dark pain and like joyous brightness. And one of the questions I keep coming back to myself when I look back at, my journal entries, or when I look back at notes that I wrote down, or when I just kind of like think about like what was it that really got me here. One, there's so many different ways that got me here, right? To this place of feeling freer in me and becoming more of me and remembering who I truly am. And one of those questions that I found myself continuing to answer was, what kinds of routines or habits limit my experience of everyday life? Now, when I did that, I had to understand that every time I wrote it down, there's times where I said, forget you. I don't even want to dive into it. And other times where I did, where I thought, what kind of routines or habits limit my experience of everyday life? And a lot of that was in my own thought. A lot of that was from the creation of our society, the creation of, of truly just how we're conditioned of being. I mean, if you think about females, right? A lot of us are truly just adapting to everyone else's emotions. We're adapting to how everyone else feels. And it's not later on in life where we begin to, our hormones shift, right? For women, our hormones shift, perimenopause comes, menopause comes, and we find ourselves listening to the self that we are becoming, and understanding that, like, okay, this food brings this hormone, this thing brings that. And so I offer you the thought here, no matter what age you are, to actually just really settle down and understand what kinds of routines or habits limit your experience of everyday life, of loving you, of everyday life of being present, of everyday life of moving through, no, not moving through, but shining a light in the darkness that you're in, or zooming out in the lightness that you're in, right? And whichever way it is for you. I don't know. Those are my thoughts for the day. Let me know what you think in the comments. I would love to hear it. And again, if you're ready in this 2025 to just continue to build and remember who you are, reach out. Let's get on a consultation just to see if we're a right fit for each other to begin this journey. It's a quest. And I've got a lot of tools. I've got a lot of weapons in my belt from all my experiences. And let's make it happen. All right. Until next time, keep loving, keep growing, and keep embracing life boldly.